Hello students, today we are here with our next lecture of enzymes, and in this lecture we will discuss about the classification and the nomenclature of the enzyme. So here classification and nomenclature of enzyme. The nomenclature of enzyme is done in various ways. Now previously the method was different, and now recently the method is different for the nomenclature of enzymes. In the previous method, or very primitive method, that is in which the enzyme is given to a suffix. Now that is, in the first method, a suffix is used after the name of enzyme, and the suffix is ase suffix. All the compounds which are having ase suffix are considered as enzymes. For example, maltose is a sugar in which malt is the root word. Clear? Ase suffix is added to the root word. So in case of maltose sugar, the root word is malt, and the enzyme which convert the maltose into the glucose, that is called as maltase enzyme. Clear? So here malt is the root word and ase is the suffix. Next, one more example, that is sucrose, and the sucrose is converted into simple sugar with the help of an enzyme that is called as sucrase enzyme. Lactose, the enzyme is lactase. Fructose, the enzyme is fructase. Clear? So this is the ase suffix. It means the substances which are having ase suffix with its root word are basically called as enzymes. So this is the primitive one method of the nomenclature of enzyme. In the second method, the enzyme is named on the basis of the source. Now which type of source is there from the enzyme is obtained? So on the basis of source. On the basis of source, we have to know about the source of the enzyme. For example, bromelain enzyme. Bromelain enzyme, it was obtained from pineapple, and this pineapple is the member of family Bromeliaceae. Family Bromeliaceae. Clear? So here the enzyme bromelain is obtained from the pineapple, that is the family Bromeliaceae. Second one is papain. It is also an enzyme which is obtained from papaya. So these are some enzymes which are obtained from the different fruits. So on the basis of source through which these enzymes are obtained, these are given to that name. In the category of third type of nomenclature, two words are given to the enzymes. Okay. In the third category of nomenclature, the enzyme has to be given the two words. The first word is from the substrate, and the second word is from the reaction, which type of reaction is going to take place. So in the third type, two names are given. First name from the substrate, first name from the substrate molecule, which substrate is used in the reaction, and the second name is given by the type of reaction. For example, pyruvate decarboxylase. pyruvate, this is the example, pyruvate decarboxylase is the enzyme. Here pyruvate is the substrate and decarboxylase is the type of reaction in which carbon dioxide is removed. Clear? So this name has to be given to the enzyme, that is pyruvate decarboxylase. So in this type of classification or nomenclature, we have to give two words to the enzyme. In the most recent type of nomenclature, these are the old ones, most recent type of nomenclature is there in which the enzymes are divided into 6 categories, or they are given the enzyme commission number. This most recent method is given by the International Union of Biochemistry. The fourth one is the most recent method in which the enzyme commission number are given to the enzymes, and this technique was given by International Union of Biochemistry. Clear? In this type, the enzyme commission numbers are given to the enzyme, and on the basis of that the 6 categories of enzymes are there. Firstly, I am writing the name: enzyme commission number 1, enzyme commission number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 later on. Clear? First category is oxidoreductase enzyme. Clear? Second one is enzyme commission 2, that is the enzyme is enzyme commission 2. The enzyme is transferase enzyme. Third, enzyme commission number 3, and the name of enzyme is hydrolases, oxidoreductases, transferases and hydrolases. Fourth one is enzyme commission number 4, and the category is lyases. Fifth one is enzyme commission number 5, and the category is isomerases. And the sixth category, that is enzyme commission 6, this is called as ligases. So these are the 6 important categories of enzyme on the basis of most recent method which was given by International Union of Biochemistry. These are the 6 important categories of the enzymes. Clear? We will discuss these categories one by one. First one is enzyme commission 1, that is oxidoreductase. As the name indicates, these are the enzymes which are help in the oxidation and reduction process. We know that in a reaction, if a substance is oxidized, then the another one is reduced. So the reaction is called as redox reaction. So this enzyme is helpful in the process of oxidation and reduction process. Clear? For example, cytochrome reductase is the enzyme. Clear? Cytochrome oxidase is also an enzyme. Example, cytochrome oxidase. This enzyme is very helpful in the process of photosynthesis. So here cytochrome oxidase is the enzyme. Second one is phosphoglyceraldehyde dehydrogenase. Next enzyme is phosphoglyceraldehyde dehydrogenase. Clear? So this is also an example of oxidoreductase enzyme. Here one substance is going to oxidize, then the another one is going to reduce. Clear? This enzyme is the very important enzyme which plays an important role in the process of glycolysis, where the 3-PGAL is converted into 1,3-DiPGA. Clear? In the reaction of glycolysis, 3-PGAL means 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde is going to convert into 3-PGA, 3-phosphoglyceric acid. Clear? This enzyme is going to take part in the reaction. Here the NAD is going to reduce. Along with this, the NAD is going to reduce and it forms NADH2. Clear? So this is the reaction in which the NAD is going to reduce and it forms the NADH2. So these are the oxidoreductase enzymes which are helpful in the process of oxidation and reduction. The second category is transferases. Second category of enzyme is transferases. As the name indicates, these enzymes helpful in the transfer of functional groups. So they help in the transfer of functional groups. In the transfer of functional groups. So these are the important enzymes which helps in the transfer of functional groups. For example, when glutamic acid is reacted with pyruvate. Clear? When glutamic acid is reacted with pyruvate, then it forms alanine and alpha ketoglutamate. When glutamic acid is reacted with pyruvate, then it forms alanine, which is an amino acid, plus alpha ketoglutamate. This is the product which is formed. In this reaction, the amino acid group, the amino group of glutamic acid is transferred to the pyruvate. Here the enzyme which is going to take part is glutamate pyruvate transferases. Clear? That is glutamate pyruvate transferases. This is the enzyme which is going to take part here. And what is the reaction? The amino group of glutamic acid is transferred to the pyruvate. Clear? So this is the functional group, which is amino group, which transfer from glutamic acid to the pyruvate. Clear? So it is the example of transferases enzyme. Third category is called as hydrolases. All the enzymes of our digestive system, or the enzymes which helps in the process of digestion, comes under this category, that is called as hydrolases. Here the water molecule is going to bind. Water molecule is bind. Clear? जितने भी हमारे पास enzymes हैं, digestive enzymes, they all are comes under this category. For example, the starch molecule is converted into maltose, isomaltose and limit dextrins. This reaction will take place in the presence of amylase enzyme. This amylase may be present in the saliva, so it is called as salivary amylase, or it may be present in the pancreatic juice, where it is called as pancreatic amylase. So this enzyme, water molecule is going to be bind. When these enzymes are break down, these substances are break down, the water molecule is going to be bind with the enzyme and the reaction is going to take place. So all the enzymes of digestive system are comes under this category. All the enzymes of digestion are the hydrolases. Next one is the lyases. Here the breakdown is going to take place. In this process, the breakdown of starch takes place in the presence of water, but in the case of lyase enzyme, the breakdown is taking place in the absence of water or without water. The fourth category is called as lyases. Here, breakdown without water. In case of hydrolases, water is required for the breakdown of food particle, and here the breakdown takes place, but this is without water or in the absence of water. For example, again we are discussing a glycolytic reaction, that is fructose 1,3 biphosphate. When it going to break down, fructose 1,3 biphosphate is going to break down. It is the 6 carbon molecule structure, and it going to break down in the 3 carbon molecule structure, that is 3-PGAL plus DHAP. Is going to break down in 3-PGAL, 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde plus DHAP, dihydroxyacetone phosphate. This is the reaction of glycolysis process. Now, glycolysis is a 10-step process in which one step is this. Fructose 1,6 biphosphate is going to break down into the 3 carbon molecule structure. This is 3 carbon, and this is the 3 carbon molecule structure, and this is the 6 carbon molecule structure. Here the breakdown of this particle is going to take place in the presence of an enzyme that is called as aldolase enzyme. Here no requirement of water molecule is there. So the breakdown is going to take place in the absence of water or without water. This type of enzyme is called as lyase enzyme. All these enzymes comes under this category. Next one is isomerases. Isomerases are the enzymes which helps in the process of isomerization. Isomers are the substances which have the same chemical formula, but the structure is going to be different. So the fifth category is called as isomerases. These are helpful in the process of formation of isomers. Clear? They help in the formation of isomers. Isomers are the substances which are having same chemical formula, but the structures are different. Again we are discussing a glycolytic reaction in which glucose 6-phosphate is going to converted into fructose 6-phosphate. The reaction in which glucose 6-phosphate is going to converted into fructose 6-phosphate. Both glucose and fructose are having the same chemical formula, that is C6H12O6. The chemical formula of both of these are same, but the structure is different. So these are called as structural isomers of each other. Here the enzyme which is going to take part is this is hexose isomerate. Clear? Hexose isomerase. This is the example, that is hexose sugar is this. We can name this enzyme like that also, glucose fructose isomerase, or if the reaction is reversible then fructose glucose isomerase, or we can say that hexose isomerase, because both of the sugars are hexose sugar. 6 carbons are there, that's why we can also say that hexose isomerase. So this is the enzyme which is responsible for formation of the isomers. Clear? The last category of the enzyme, that is called as ligases. Ligases are the enzymes which are helpful in the joining of or the formation of new bonds. Ligases are also helpful. The sixth category, that is called as ligases. That is ligases. These ligases are helpful in the formation of new bonds. Helps in the formation of new bonds. We are taking an example of C4 cycle. Now the plants, the photosynthetic plants which shows C4 cycle. Here the pyruvic acid, in case of C4 cycle, the pyruvic acid, which is a 3 carbon compound, it joins with CO2, 1 carbon is there. So 3 plus 1, the compound which is formed is OAA, oxaloacetic acid, which is a 4 carbon compound. So here the joining of pyruvic acid and carbon dioxide going to take place, and the enzyme which is participating is the ligase enzyme, that is pyruvate carboxylase enzyme. It is a type of ligase, pyruvate carboxylase enzyme. We are saying carboxylase because the carbon dioxide going to bind with the pyruvic acid. So this is the pyruvate carboxylase enzyme which helps in the process of formation of oxaloacetic acid. It means formation of new bonds are going to take place. So this is the classification of enzyme, the 6 categories of enzymes according to the International Union of Biochemistry. This is the most recent classification of the enzyme, now in which the enzymes are classified into 6 categories, that is oxidoreductase, transferases, hydrolases, lyases, isomerases, and the last one is ligases. Clear? This is all about the classification of enzymes. In our next video, we will discuss about some important facts about the enzymes, and after that the chapter is going to be completed. Thank you very much.